Welcome to another Kingscrusher Banter Blitz, Chess24, so it's 12:30 PM, and I'm just going to go to my challenges. Let's move this. Okay, let's go to the first challenge. Okay, right, I got an idea against this. Just a quick d5. Basically, is my idea. It's amazing. I've played it before in bullet game, so it worked well then. Okay. Exchange of queens. Really? It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? I can castle queenside with tempo. There's also e5. Okay, let's check. Let's see. This looks like some fun and games. I'm hoping some fun here from this position. Let's see. Small development initiative. 95 looks dangerous, actually. Yes, you could do that. F3 coming up. If the knight moves, okay, F3. Knight F7. Knight's going to get trapped if I'm not careful. Knight G6. No. Okay. Okay, what is this pawn stack I played? I'm hoping it's something. Might be nothing. Bishop A6, Bishop E5. Good thing is the rook has something. At least the rook is not yet out and about. So I'm not losing G2 at the moment. Do I get to play F3? Is F3 any good later? Yeah. There is H file. I can try and get around the H file, navigate around the H file. Bishop C5. There might be knight F5. Go around here. Right, knight F5. He's locked out my G3 bishop. That's not entirely clever. So, okay, the g3 bishop isn't clever. Can I get f6 or not? Not so easy. Not sure I want to draw. Got a nice clock advantage. Pressure, bit of pressure for the pawn. I'm optimistic. Perhaps wrongly so. I think I've got to get my king out the firing line. King e2, and then something like well, king e2 to start off with. Oh, hang on, there's knight e6. Weakness for the last move. He's come out of that square. I'll hop in to Fulcaruni. It conveniently protects d8 against d8 check. Yeah, I'll take the whole bishop. If he takes knight d7, whole bishop up. It is the locked-in bishop. Thanks for the game. Okay, next. Venom. I'll stick to what I know, I think. Which is this obscure, weird. no, it's not, it's okay. It's Roy Lopez now. Fianchetto variation. Instead of Nimzo-Indian defense or tango, I might transpose it into Roy Lopez. And there's been the discussion about the Nimzo-Indian defense on Reddit chess recently. Why it isn't that good, because people can do that, just go into the Roy Lopez with knight f3 if you want. Nevertheless, it's if you want to practice your Roy Lopez as well as the Nimzo-Indian defense, this is the opening. But I think it's more exotic to this Fianchetto variation. So, can you be quiet, please? Sorry, just recording. Please, no shouting. Sorry. No shouting. Sorry. I'm just. I don't want any background noise, man. I don't want any background noise. Sorry, guys. I don't want a background noise. Brother. Okay. Just shouting like crazy for some reason. I don't know. I don't want a major row in the background. Be a bit disturbing as well. Okay, no, but that hasn't got to that level yet. Okay, so Queen f6, h5, g4. It looks as though I'm going to squish the king side here. Queen f6, h5, g4. Come on, I'm squishing the king side. I should be looking at the board while I'm doing this, ideally. Not at the right monitor, but actually on the chessboard it would help. G3 looks mega dangerous. I'm going to be winning a knight sometimes, or I'm going to be doing some naughty thing with bishop h3 soon, or bishop h3 g2. He seems to have, yeah, I know it looks blocked up, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay. Okay, I'm putting the pressure on. Bishop h3 is on the cards for g2, for queening, basically, or for taking the knight. Taking the knight. Just in case, I might need more artillery behind bishop h3, except I can't put a rook easily there. Now that I'm too tempted. I'm too tempted. I can't not play it now. Because I'm going to have rook g8 as well, because of this kind of weakness to the last move. I'm going to have rook g8 blasting down. So I've got to take here with check, then rook g8, or let's go down g2. Can white really defend that? Can white defend this? Maybe not. Okay, I've chipped away there a bit of defense. Chipped away. Which means the pawns are actually more important all of a sudden. Actually, I've just realised something about this. Knight g2 and h4 h3 could be fun. I can't resist this either now. This pawn avalanche. H4 h3. Although I did block in my rook. Why didn't I just stick the bishop on d7? That was a bit dumb, actually, of me. Nevertheless, I've just blocked in my rook. Okay. Okay, bishop h3, and the rook can come back into the game. Okay, I'm not allowing this. Queen exchange. Nope. Nope. Rook g8 for g2. Alright, d6 is still solid. That's the thing. d6 is still solid. Alright, that's a check. I'll get out the check. g2 threatened. g2 threatened. Okay, how much heavy artillery do I need behind g2? Rook e2. Okay, so g2. Thanks for the game, Venom. Okay, slow learner. I'll stick with e4. Try and punish this queen d6 trendy stuff with g3 bishop f4 plan. I know it's become trendy vaguely. No, it's become trendy. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can I do it this way or this way? Okay, is that a poison pawn or is it just the pawn? It's probably just the pawn to take. Okay, knight here. I'm threatening rook b1 at least for a moment. Not exactly great poison pawn variation. Unexplored territory. Oh, there's knight c6. If I wasn't losing the exchange in a diabolical way like that, there would have been knight c6. But maybe I can look forward to knight c6 after I lose material. Displaces the king. It is two pieces, although giving up my bishop as well. I think this could be a recipe for the total disaster, but anyway, I'll play it. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Knight d7, knight, bishop a8, knight a8, queen b7. He can't castle. Queen d8. Alright, we're going into it. I got nothing, have I? If he defends, I got an a pawn to show for it, and a piece down. 3, 6, knight for 2 pawns. His knight's on a8 though. So queen e8, queen a7, knight for 2 pawns. Control the b file. Let's play it like that. Oh, c4 might be dangerous here. The check there. So takes check if castles c5. Trying to win this d7 knight. Now you can attack a knight, but okay, we'll give him a piece back. Okay, so bishop e3 or queen a7. Queen a7, rook a8, queen c7 after. Well, we're back on level playing field, I think. Oh, pawn down. And pawn down. So, maybe queen b7, rook a2, rook c1. His back row is a bit weak. Bishop e3, these pieces look a bit problematic at the moment. Okay, so let me keep my a pawn. So we're equal on pawns at the moment. Okay, I feel I'm back in the game with a 30-second clock advantage from here. Clear the way for the a pawn. He has to take right, because otherwise queen d7. How loose is this pawn? Oh, really? That's an interesting thing. This rook on pawn ending. Anything naughty, I can do rook d1, rook d8, king h7. Not particularly. Queen check, g6, rook c7. So this rook and pawn ending, have a quick look at it. Rook a1, king f8, king goes. It should be sufficient for a draw, at least for me, or better. Famous last words. Distraction to try and nab his pawns over here. It's a clock thing as well. Clock fest over here. It's going to be a bullet game transition into a king and pawn ending at this rate. Okay. I'll try and puncture my way into the position with f5. No, that's a protected pass pawn to him. Better check. Cut his king, rook b7, I think. Otherwise, I'm just giving him a protected passed pawn, and king cannot move. After that, f5, e5. So that is sufficient defense. Basically, you have to go this way, I think. This is the way to skin the cat. Or not. Alright, you're not letting me have rook c7? No. Okay. Now we've made a few things clearer. We really get this position where I get a tempo each time. That's amusing. Get a tempo each time. Can I punch my way with g5? Takes. So I get a tempo each time he does this little dance with the king. Doesn't bother here. h5, just preparing the pawns for g5. If I have a pawn here, it's like 3 steps away. Alright, so I could use that tempo if he really wants to give me it. I'm ready with this one. I got to win this one and this one. Okay, he's not let me protect the pawn now. This is the downside of what he's done. He's let me protect the pawn. Or king b5. Hang on. Okay, there's rook a4 to stop the king. Alright, it's going to take a while. Stop the king from munching it. Do I believe that? I'd recommend, apparently Dvoretsky is good for endings. I wouldn't recommend learning endgame theory from this Banter Blitz. I'm sorry, that's funny. I've never read Dvoretsky. Oh, well, from what I've heard, he's a great guy on endgames. He did a manual on endgames. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, about that endgame. Was it winning for me? Maybe it was. Zemfrog nearly murdered me last week. Okay, I played the Grob last week. Let's play maybe semi-sane opening choice. So he was one move away from landing a killer blow. Last week's episode. So, in the light of last week's near disaster, I want to try and keep the tension going as long as possible. and win on time. That's my basic plan here. I'm sorry, that sounds bad, doesn't it? It really does. But that is my basic plan here. I want to keep solid against this guy because he nearly tactically murdered me, and you know, I have to analyze you know, the patterns, you know, the patterns of the previous sessions, yeah, the personalities, the style. Good, I've got a clock advantage of 1 minute. I need to maximize that to about 4 minutes. One minute's good. If you remember last week, he missed Queen C1 check. I still wake up in a cold sweat about Queen C1 check from last week. I'm not really like it. I'm just kidding about that. Okay. No. I'm hoping it doesn't get too tactical from here. Please don't get too tactical. Oh, it's got tactical. Oh no, it's got tactical. He's going to be winning a pawn. I do get some dark square compensation, I hope. He's forcibly winning a pawn. I've seen this sort of pawn sack before. Oh, he's not going for that winning of a pawn. Okay. What can I grovel with? Bishop g3 of h3 at some point. Knight a2. Get rid of this pesky knight. Lose e2 instead. What about rook e1? Does that lose any pieces? Rook e1. Doesn't seem to. Not yet. Okay, so I've got to worry about bishop g3s. Is it worth getting this knight off the board? Because, I don't know, this knight's not really doing anything. Oh, crikey. Here we go. Here we go. Can I play e4? It looks okay. For a moment, if I can laterally defend my king with the queen, I hope. Before any major... What the hell was that? Sorry. Sorry. What the hell? I got my bleeding Twitch alerts on somewhere. But, oh no. Oh no. Sorry about this. Oh my word. Have I really got my... Where the heck? Okay. I have to sort that out later. Okay. Bishop d5 is a major pin. Here's a major fork with knight a2. So I go into a pin or a fork. Nice choice. There's queen f5 there. Hold on a sec. Bishop d5. I'm hoping there's queen f5. Knight c5. Alright, so okay. What is happening here? What is he doing to me? What is he doing to me? E4, is that not possible? I mean, can I not play this? Please let me play this. I want to get a pin and win on the bishop. G4. I want to keep the lines closed. Please don't beat me up. I'm going to keep the lines closed. Okay, okay, I'm wondering if this is okay. There's rook a5. Oh, there's knight c2. Okay, he's on d4. Can I play d5? And live to tell the tale? He's on g4 as well. d4 and g4. I can't do both. Can't sort out both. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to be losing something. I'm losing a bit of king safety as well. Can I get to play d5, f3 bishop? Alright, this is interesting if my king's going to survive. f3 bishop f1. Oh, there's also knight d3, a nice family fork coming up. That's fantastic. Oh, crikey, I'm getting crushed. The rook's going. Cheapo, DC, it doesn't even work. It's bishop e6 or queen e6. Okay, I'm on the knight though. Is he giving me a chance or something? Is he feeling sorry for me? Nope, apparently not. I can get 2 connected passed pawns here though. That should be good news. 2 connected passed pawns. Except there's f3. There's a little thing called f3 in this position. Give up the bishop as well. Don't want to lose the pawn. I think I've had it though. Basically, it's a shame. I completely lost control. Try and get my king up as the last. I think he just queens basically. Oh, I'm perpetual. I saved with perpetual. He was killing me last week as well. Actually, I don't underestimate this guy. Escape with perpetual. Thank you. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, you're killing me last week as well. I mean, what can I say? It should be 2-0. It's half out of 2. I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, it's yeah, I don't know. This is a 3-minute game now. It's good to play the pet lines. I've seen this before, funny enough, with f takes queen h4, queen e4. My good friend Paul Giorgio introduced me into this line of the Nimzo-Indian sort of, or knights, queen's knights tangoing. The knight is tangoing, you know, like a dance. You know, provoking weaknesses. Now this isn't the best refutation system from white because it's very dangerous, this position actually. I think very dangerous because white's, I think, losing the queen. sorry, it's one of the most dangerous things you can do is go into this. Yeah, I think that, like, the queen's lost. Almost. There's g4 almost, but it's not pretty to have to play like this. It's not pretty. Okay, thanks to the game. Yeah, there's some dangerous lines. in that. Play again. It's one of my pets. One of my pets. Okay. So we're playing another 3 minutes. So this guy beat me last week, and he's avoided. Okay, we're going in Chigorin territory. Chigorin. Okay. And he's quick, and he's dangerous. Quick and dangerous. Is he going to give me the exchange? Queen b6? That would be very generous, wouldn't it? f3, queen b6. No such luck. I like my nice knights on e4 for the moment. I'll be off the dark squares just in case. I don't know, bishop a3 at some point. Rook d8 c5? Is that worth it? It looks like a reasonable position, unless I'm imagining this. It looks like a... With that knight on e4, it's providing some security, positional security in some way, I believe. Having that knight entrenched on e4. Maybe I can play b5 and c4, or I don't lose a6. Well, the knight's holding c5. It's one of the perks. Okay, give him a6. If he takes a6, poison. Rook a8, it's poisoned. I thought it was anyway. Is it not? Poison pawn. Indigestion from taking that pawn. Okay, here we go. There's bishop e4. There's queen a7, getting the queens off. And then take it from there. Piece up. Nice to be at piece up. Rook d7, d4, as long as his pawns don't have too much mobility coming up. How do I stop the mobility? And probably not like this, but anyway, here you go. e6, giving you some pawn mobility. There you go. I want to play d for bishop c5 though. On the bright side of things. Yeah. Or sneakily wait around for bishop c5. I suppose he has noticed it as a possibility. Okay. There's bishop b4, come on. Why didn't I think about bishop b4? Nice forcing move. Rook takes, rook takes. Nice forcing move. Bishop b4. Come on. I'll leave it in reserve. Right about here. It's got bishop b5. It's only a pawn. That's the thing. It's not even a pawn now. good wall needs to be built around the king here. Oh, great. So much for that wall. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, again, well played, well played. Oh dear. Becoming a victim there. Ah. Victim each week. Oh dear. Getting victimized here. It's tough sometimes. Right, knight e5. Knight e5. Hits the bishop, hits the knight. I'm ready for rook c7. When he's not looking, castles, rook c7. Well, bishop takes, rook c7. Or here. Is that winning a pawn at least? Is it too dangerous? Let's check. That's bishop d2, I think. Yes. Okay. Bishop d2 and then bishop c3 maybe, just to try and bishop d2, bishop c3. Well, there's rook e1 now. There's pin here, or bishop rook e1, bishop b4. Rook e1, bishop b4. King f8, rook e7, bishop b4, rook e8. No, king f8 just takes. Sorry, bishop b4. Okay, how does this work? Doesn't do anything actually, does it? But it simplifies, probably. It's like I can nick a pawn from the pin somehow. How do I nick a pawn from the pin? Doesn't look likely, particularly. I'm hoping this is safe enough to do this. If I can encourage some concession here. It's no concession. I'm a pawn up, right? I'm a pawn up. Shouldn't be too depressed here. I'm a pawn up. King can go on dark squares. B form, I don't know, or use up. Yeah, king. I don't want to use up. I need my king there. Basically, I can't use the pawn there. B4. Let's get this A6 pawn. Do I bother trying to delay this king? I mean, no. I mean, maybe I should have. Oh, that was probably stupid. Okay, the king can't get through here. I think this. I don't want to talk about walls anymore since that other game. But okay, I've just stopped the king from using e4 here, and I've got the passed pawn. Okay, the king can't use e4. Got the passed pawn. Got another one. Right, thanks for the game there. Yeah, Ruler Pez suits me. Or Italian game. Okay, fine. We'll have some practice on the Italian game. Put this knight over here. Phew. Okay. Knight to g6. And then what? And then what? It's, well, you know, he's welcoming my knight on f4 soon, maybe. Or he's welcoming a sack on h3 at this rate if he castles. It seems quite welcoming to me to play like this, because king h2, h5, knight g4 looks mega dangerous. The knights are ideally like attacking pieces here, actually. Although I could just castle. Having said all that, because this is a problem. This is a real problem. Okay, I could put everything I said on hold. It's actually, this is a point here where f7 is vulnerable. I'm going to just castle sanely, keep the insanity bottled up for a bit. h6, knight f3, queen c8. Okay, and then work on something later. Okay, h6, knight f3, queen c8, king h2, knight h5, knight e5, knight e5, queen h5, that sort of stuff. King h2, knight h5, knight e5, knight e5, queen h5. Is there anything going on there? I can't see it. I'm going to play c6 instead. d5 opens up this diagonal, potentially. Especially with this bishop. It could be handy, this diagonal. d5. And then what? Either use the d file, go around the d file, go down the d file. Yes. D file. d5 for the d file. D5 for the D file. Takes. D5. Gearing up for D5. So it's caught in a sort of crossfire of the bishops here. There's E4 check, winning a piece. No, it's bishop h6, I suppose. Maybe knight e5, queen g3. There's knight g4 there. So knight e5, queen g3, knight e g4, hitting the queen, hitting the bishop. So does this win another piece basically? Knight e5. I'm about to find out. Queen g3, knight e g4, hits the queen, hits the bishop. Queen f4 on the other hand. Still knight e g4, hits the queen, hits the bishop. Thanks, it's just tactical stuff, isn't it? It's just tactical. Okay, so I think I fancy a change. Either I don't like it when they play e6. It's like saying you dare play the Grand Prix attack, you dare, and you'll see what happens. All right, okay. I'm putting my Grand Prix attack away, and I'll just go into this, whatever this is. Some lame, tame, close Sicilian variation. But at least it's a little bit of dodge to get on with, to get a position to work with. So anyway, that's what it is. I can overprotect e5. Maybe. Unfortunately, his bishop's protect doesn't work very well. e5 doesn't seem to work very well. Although, having said that, hitting, I don't know actually. I don't know. Takes. Let's work this out. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Hitting both rooks. Look, both rooks. They're hit. You know, maybe this is actually a good move. You can always play d5, 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 d5. There we go. So I can carry on my overprotection of e5. This is something to work with. This is cool, I think. Cool. You see, Nimzo-Indian, I don't know if you read Nimzo-Indian, my system, anyone, but yeah, if you overprotect e5, it means that f6 is not sometimes possible because you've got so much pressure behind e5 that f6 will compromise the position. As an example of one of the advantages of overprotection of e5, I'm sure you've all read Nimzo-Indian My System and know what I'm talking about, yeah? But I kind of like some of his esoteric stuff, fanciful, esoteric stuff. He had fun writing it. I think he had fun writing it. It's worth a read. Okay. He said pawns should be kept under lock and key. They're prisoners, and that the opponent is an oily creature that needs to be not trusted. Need to make sure you stop all their counterplay. He wrote a lot of funny things. Nimzo-Indian My System. I'm just mating here, aren't I, with Queen H6, the way this goes. King H8, Queen H6 is checkmate. I'll get 1 rating point for this game. This amazing overprotection, immortal. Just 1 rating point. Is there justice? Just 1 rating point. So mean. Okay, thanks for the game. So dog, sorry. just mucking around. Just mucking around today, sorry. Please excuse the whatever. Banter. Okay, so knight c6. Knight c6. Here we go. Knight c6. We're going to have another Spanish game or Italian game. Okay, this is good stodge to work with. Okay, better protect e5 here. I think that's his evil plan by playing d3. Must protect e5. Or not yet. Not yet. Takes knight e5, queen d4, I believe. Right, not yet. So we have arcangulist variation. Maybe a6, b5, bishop e7, Pogogna, Natalia Pogogna. I did really annotated some Natalia Pogogna games, and she did well with this system. I don't think she played it with g5, but I think it looks fun here. This looks a bit crazy, but I'm not sure they routinely castle so quickly. No, I could be completely wrong about this because of knight f5. I could be. There is bishop f2 though, or knight f2 in this position. Isn't knight f2 good because I sort of win the queen with check? I know my queen's tacked, but I can sort of be happy about winning a pawn, opening the g-file, and still having both my bishops point in that general direction. I just need to break down the fortress here later with d5 to open up this bishop. But otherwise I'm very happy winning this pawn here. Very happy winning that pawn. Okay, there's another pawn to win. I could win another pawn here. I could win that pawn. And there's almost knight g3 mate, potentially. Okay, what is the thing to do here? I'm sure it's to win another pawn would be handy. But it's going to be bishop e3. I'm going to be confronted with bishop e3. There's knight f4 after that. So knight takes, I take again the queen with check. I can perch my knight on f4. As king moves to h2, knight takes c1, hitting the queen again. Takes the queen, I take the queen. Alright, I'm convinced, sort of, that this might be playable to play knight f4 or knight takes c1, depending on what's played here. Bishop f4, knight f4 saves the knight. Right, knight takes c1, hits the queen again, winning. So I've won 2 pawns there. Two pawns. Okay, maybe the king doesn't want to beat here, or maybe it does. Maybe bishop d7 on knight h4 to f5. Okay, rook g5 or g4, rook g7 actually. Let's defend f7. Okay, we can double here, or doesn't really do anything doubling. Rook f8 might be more to the point, because I can then move the rook without losing f7. Move this rook without losing f7. So it could be handy. I don't quite believe this could be drawing somehow. If I play my cards right. Although it's going to be tested here. I don't want to counterattack on f7, so this bishop and pawn ending, how does it go exactly? I play for c6 later. I think there's going to be a lot of torture. Potential. And then play c6, then maybe d5 later. Okay, b4, I can win. b3, take. That gives me the dark squares to walk my king on, you know? b4, b3, bishop d2, take here, and then walk the king on dark squares. Simple as. Do you know what I mean? Puncture the dark squares with c4, b3, takes, bishop d4, win the b2 pawn, go to c5, go to b4 after. End of game. Okay, this is going to bring me a passed pawn here or not. Right. I'm going on these dark squares anyway now. And I was just thinking that for a fortress, if White wanted to set up a fortress, but here I'm going to get a passed pawn. I can put my king on. Am I convinced about this? Is this convincing? Am I making this up? Am I telling porkies here? Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Is this just a fortress or not? Come on. b4 square. I've only got 27 seconds. I don't think I can win this, actually. Nope, I offer a draw. Where's the draw button? Oh my god. Uh-oh, I don't know where the draw button is. Where the hell's the draw button? Oh, god, that's there. Sorry, I'm losing my marbles. I'm going to offer a draw. Uh-oh, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, for some reason the draw button escaped me for some reason. I don't usually offer a draw. This is on the one rare occasion I want to offer a draw. So I'll get a poxy variation of the Grunfeld here, I assume. Or is it that poxy? I don't know. The bishop's a bit blocked in. Oh, I don't know if let's hope this is okay. So d5, I'll blockade knight e7, f5, d6. Rook b8 to be able to move the bishop. I don't know, just in case I want to move the bishop. f4, just in case I want to play f4, maybe f3. f4, f3 looks tasty. Okay. G5, queen g6, f4. Yeah, queen g6, because that would hold e4 as an added bonus. Queen g6, f4. Yeah. Oh, battery time. Hang on, I didn't think about that. Battery particularly. It's good I'm holding e5 enough. c5. Oh, this has put my queen g6 plan on hold. Oh, this is good, isn't it? Good pressure. Okay, but c5, bishop c3. Can't see what I'm doing there. Exchange sack is tempting. Somewhat. Takes. Knight g4. Bishop g4, fg. The problem with all of this is, well, there's a few problems. There's rook c7. Have I played f4 here? Knight e4. f3. That's a bit wild. So I'm a bit stuck. Actually, what about rook? Oh, this is crazy. Rook e7. I've got this crazy idea. I can return my queen g6 plan for f4 without losing e5. Okay. Alright, let's just resolve this battery situation. Go into a pin now. There's bishop a6. Take on e2. That gives me f4, f3 with extra oomph. Without that light square bishop defending everything all the time, like some guardian of the king. Okay, so f4. I can win this pawn here, if that helps. Not sure. Sort of breaks up his pawns. Weakens this. Okay, I'm weakening c7. Okay. Go for f3 here. If he's going to unpin, I can actually play queen e5 to take that diagonal away from this pin torture. Queen c5, queen e5. Now there's always a little e3 to think about on the doubling of rooks, or the back row is another good one. Queen g6 is another good one, maybe just threatening mate. But the back row is an issue here. No, not yet though. Okay, e3 for fg, just to crumble the pawn chain. Crumble the pawn chain. Takes. Block the rooks simultaneously. Crumble the pawn chain. Threatening queen e4 check, and numerous other things. G takes, queen g1. Now on rook g2, queen e4, I get to pin for a change. A rook. Okay, so I can threaten queen g1 here. There is rook h2 defending g1. Is there? Do I believe that? Okay, queen g1 threat. Rook h2. Alright, queen g... There is no queen g1 threat here. Is there rook b1 takes queen e4? Rook b1, is there a check? Takes, check, at least win the rook back, if nothing else, even if I totally miscalculate that totally, winning the rook back. But it looks to be a good move. Queen g7 just for a laugh. Queen g7, rook b1, queen d4. I think that should be okay. Threatening queen g1 takes, because that's pinned, but this one can mate on g1 here. So this was my point, queen e4. Yeah, thanks for the game, guys. Alright, killer cat. Killer cat. Yes, I got my knight c6 ready. No, with queen g1, although g7 is pinned, I play rook b takes g1. See what I mean? I got a pinned rook and I've got a non-pinned rook after rook b1, so actually I'm threatening queen g1, I think, when I play rook b1. So we're getting a lot of classical positions, which is great from the Nimzo-Indian, which I don't mind actually, because I've always wanted to practice classical openings, because I've been inspired by the World Chess Championships, which have all the classic solid openings, which are very solid and reliable and not so embarrassing as unsound stuff sometimes. Okay, so knight e7 to g6. f5. f5. Is that any good? Am I just weakening all my pawns if I play f5? Or do I want to play f5? Do I? There is also a little trick, I think, knight f4 for queen g5, which I don't need to rely on. I mean, can I play that here? Knight f4, queen g5, queen g2, rook g1. Okay, a sensible move might be... No, I'm trying to think of a sensible move. Okay, a sensible move might be queen f6, actually. Just to safely support knight f4. I can't see any objections to that particularly. Just to put a knight on f4, you can't go too badly wrong. Putting a knight on, usually, as a general rule, as a generalization, putting a knight on f4. Alright, that's a nice pin. Because the things I worry about when playing something like f5 is the isolation of the e pawn, which could come back to bite later. Right, I'm winning a piece here, aren't I? On f3, nearly. Well, I am. The way it's being played. Oh, thanks for the game, Killer Cat. Can't accept from non-premium members challenges, guys. It's going to clear out the non-premium challenges in batch. It's the only way I remember to avoid. Okay, MGTOW, hi there. If you do become a premium member, please use my reference code, which is, funny enough, Kingscrusher. I don't know if anyone can post my reference code if you do want to become a premium member. So one of the main benefits is you can try and crush me and have that satisfaction maybe one day of crushing me. Yeah. So that would be one of the great benefits of becoming a premium member of the site. But please use my reference code, yeah? Okay, hi MGTOW, hi. Really? You want to make this a London system? Okay. Okay. I want to make it a sort of half stone wall structure now. Knight e4 and f5. Yes, this is going to be good because I'm controlling. Usually e5 is a liability if you play the. If you've ever played the Dutch stone wall, which I recommend as a fun opening to try for this routine sort of stuff. Rook f6 to h6. It was in Leonard Barden's Play Better chess book. He recommended the Dutch stone wall. And you might think, well, that's Leonard Barden, right? But actually, when I was a junior, Nigel Short gave a coaching session to us juniors because I'd won the Lloyds Bank Junior Under 18 in 1989, by the way. I don't know if you knew this. I had my medal presented by John Nunn. I won the Lloyds Under 18. Yeah, I beat 3 people, about 190 ECF. I was only 147. But my point is, sorry, coming back to my point, the Dutch stone wall was also recommended by Nigel Short to a load of juniors, but he had at the time been bashed up by Kasparov maybe later, which damaged the credibility of his recommendation a little bit. But it was Kasparov, he, you know, most dangerous player ever. But he'd been using the Dutch stone wall, I think, in the Tilburg series against Kasparov without any success. He never beat Kasparov with it. But nevertheless, I mean, I think he has a point. Nigel Short had a point. That it's a simple, aggressive weapon that you should at least experiment with, the Dutch stone wall. And in reverse, even the stone wall attack in reverse. Yeah. You do get a bad bishop, but then the strategy is, you know, how do you get the bad bishop out? You know, you get that in the French. You have to zigzag the bishop out of the pawn chain. So these challenges are just, you know, interesting challenges to have from an opening. You know, I mean, they provide you with plans, you know, to solve, you know, the problem of the bad c8 bishop. So there you go. I think it's worth, you know, there's a bit of fun to be had from trying different structures with bad bishops. Yeah. Anyone agree on chat? Anyone play the stone wall? Okay. Okay, let's see. Can I not just play h5 and just sort of, you know, checkmate on g2? By the way, I've noticed on my stats, although I've got 10 people to the site, I've got 0 full member referrals. I got 10 referrals, none of them paying. Did anyone ever get motivated out of you lot to pay to become premium? Just please let them know so I get some credit. just on the side of this game, yeah. Just while we're talking about that, yeah. Okay. So rook takes f3, rook e8. I've got 10 referrals and not one, apparently. Okay, but anyway, I won't go on about that. Let's get back to the chess. Rook f3, rook e8. Hang on, rook f3. He's still got a problem with g2. Surely I just move my rook. I don't want to help him defend g2. I just move my rook. No? Don't I just move my rook? Is there some other tactical surprise now in line? Is there some other wonderful tactical cunningness? Or is this the end? Is this the end because of the g2 thing? It's like it's pinned, isn't it? It's like a pinned piece. Oh man, it does go on, doesn't it? Okay. Resistance is futile. Resistance is futile. Okay, queen f6. Queen f6. The Borg, you know, have anyone seen the Borg? Star Trek. Resistance is futile, but in chess it's not futile. I mean, you should play on. Yeah, especially in Blitz, as you know. Yeah. So rook f8, rook g6, queen g6. Rook f6. Okay, so I've won this piece, and it's not the end of the war. It's the end of a battle, isn't it? Winning the piece. It's not the end of the war. It's okay. Exchange of queens. There's a check there and I could lose the rook. That'd be funny. Ha ha. Lose the rook. Alright, my king's slightly exposed. Alright. I can't take this lightly. This position. I think the rook hanging in some variations is not welcome. What about rook e4? Rook f1. Could I start with that? Queen e6 check. Okay, I stopped all the checks anyway. There's not going to be a check on h4 or h5. The rook's not going to be lost on e8 just yet. Okay, so king h2. I mean king h7 rather. King h7. Queen g5. Right, I'm gonna. I don't know actually. Okay, I'm a piece up. I should be able to win this piece up sometimes, surely. Okay, a4, a4. Fix down these pawns first. Clearly, that's the top priority to make sure the b pawn doesn't move. I can put a knight into c4 actually. Yes, torture plan. Knight a5 to c4. That is a standard looking torture plan. Put a knight into c4. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the game, McTell. Okay. Oh no, we got 4-2. It's gonna last ages. Oh, maybe it lasts ages. I remember this 92 from, yeah, someone used to play it. Jonathan Rogers, I think, showed me the theory once, years back, or showing the theory to other people around. 92. Castle on f5 looks good. F5. F5. The question is f5 or not. F5 takes, bishop takes, knight takes, knight takes. This is looking like a dangerous position in some respects. So I'm going to play it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to play it. One thing's for sure, the pawns are fractured around the pawn chain around the king. So there might be some compensation lurking around. The knight is holding g7. There's no quick mate with queen g4. The dance squares are a bit weaker. In fact, can I play this to start off with? So queen g4 doesn't mate because of that pesky knight. But if the rook moved, queen g4 might be mating because of... Well, no, there's knight g6. There's knight g6. If I played queen h5, might be more to the point. Might be more to the point to play queen h5. Because these pawns are fractured, as previously mentioned, so I think I can just get round to hammering them with pressure, these fractured pawns. How would I do that? Rook a, e1, e4, h4 for h7. Yeah, rook a, e1, e4, h4. So rook e4. I think there's enough compensation, at least for a blitz game. I'm not talking about major like correspondence game, you know, where you don't do any sort of risk taking. You know, we're not playing correspondence here, so you know it's only like 2 minutes to try and defend this. So rook e4 to g4, rook e4. Let's see, rook e4, g4. Let's think about this. Okay. Rook e6 takes bishop g7, king g8. That was a nice little mating pattern idea I've just noticed. Bishop g7, knight takes, potentially queen takes, is just losing the queen actually, because rook h4 is just losing the queen. Okay. Let's get this out of firing line. Alright, here's another idea. Rook f3 to h3. I know, it's shocking. Rook f3 to h3. Do I want to lose a2? Not particularly. Let's worry about a2 instead of an attack. Because the thing is, it leads to my back row. It's not entirely ridiculous, I think, to consider a2 here, because unfortunately it leads to great things like the back row. Okay, so rook f3, h3. Right, nope, queenside intact for the moment, unless b5 happens. Rook f3 to h3. Simply, no, not simply bishop f8, because it just takes. Alright, that's not happening, is it? That's not happening. I'm being harassed on the queen side now. Okay, that's the story. Can't see a way to break this down at the moment. Could put the bishop on b2 actually, and it would just be blocked. That would be pointless. Oh, there is a nice mating pattern. Hold on. Wait. No, there isn't. No. I have seen one. Sorry. If the bishop wasn't in the way, then there's queen h7 for rook h3, rook h6. Even if the king was on g6, I think that would be mate. Let's try and demonstrate this by giving the c2 pawn up. Queen c5, rook f3, rook c2, queen h7, king takes, rook h3. Now there, if it's not working, what a load of crap. Sorry, please ignore that. That's not working. That's not working. The queen's, because he's moved this rook. That's made a big difference. Okay, the queen is also okay. I don't like using up these squares. The rooks should have them. I can't believe this. This is not. I can't believe I can't see anything here. Bishop b. Okay, hang on. This knight d4, queen takes, knight e6 check, king here, knight e7 is not working either because the knight's holding e7. I'm thinking of just doing rook e6. Okay, rook e6, bishop d4, f6. It's another one which... Rook e6. My back row's weak. Okay, I can support this idea. No, I can't. I can. I think. The knight f4, rook d4, knight takes, rook d8 is double checkmate. But he doesn't have to do that. Okay, with 3 seconds, I'm going to do this. With 3 seconds. There's a problem with the diagonal here. Surely, knight d4, queen h5, knight e6, f6. No, f6. Alright, I don't want to lose on time, particularly. I'm about to lose on time if I carry on like this. That wouldn't be funny. Maybe there is a problem with the diagonal. Rook d8, as mentioned before, is coming up. Okay, rook d8 double checkmate coming up in this final position, yeah? Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Faffing around. Alright, thanks. Commutator. Right, so he has defending and has accepted one of the most dangerous, respectable gambits going, Smith-Morra. Okay, there's other ways of playing against Smith-Morra. You can decline it. You don't have to unleash the full wealth of dynamic play available. Guys, actually, I've got some extra coaching to do today and stuff. So I think this might be the last game, but I hope you've enjoyed this week, and maybe see you next week, where I'm sure I'll be able to spend more than the bog standards an hour and a half. So I hope you enjoyed this week, and I've basically got to go now after this game. Yeah, usually I'm just an hour and a half really. It's meant to be just an hour and a half. I'm trying to target an hour and a half. But if you want a longer session, I think I can manage it next week more easily. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the session. It's if you enjoyed it, like 1 fun, 10 boring, please let me know. If you want to vote on a scale of 1 to 10, please let me know. 10. It was that boring, was it, Mick? Oh no, was it? Oh. Ah. Oh. Well, unfortunately, black seems solid. I mean, from my perspective, I mean, good from the opponent. He seems solid enough. I mean, solved most of the problems. Pawn up, very nice. Okay, so. Yep. So there we go. I got nothing. Yeah, nothing. Oh dear. It's that terrible realization that there's nothing. Okay. I can try and probe for something. Probe for weaknesses. If in doubt, probe for weaknesses. Pawns do not go backwards. It's a very good bit of advice. And observation. Pawns do not go backwards, so try and probe for weaknesses when you've got nothing to do. Commit the opponent's pawns differently, just in case they can't go backwards. So here we go. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook d8 is checkmate. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook d8, checkmate. That is a threat. It's an incoming threat. He's got to deal with it. Okay, he has g3, knight f3, b4, knight, and just extinguish this bishop, just weaken all my pawns over here. Yeah, that's because he's about to play f3 to blunt his bishop. Maybe that's more palatable to play f3. I know he's creating weaknesses for me. Naughty. He's provoking me into committal decisions. Okay. b4, knight d7, a3. No. Knight e4. His queen wants to come to g3, I take it. And if I play queen f2, just for a moment, can I get away with queen f2? Okay. I'll try and get a fawn pawn. Thorn, fawn pawn. h5, h6. Fawn. In the side of the king. Fawn. Pawn. Okay. It's one of my favourites. Getting a fawn pawn? Nope. Yep. Very dangerous sometimes. Points to notes. Queen d4 is possible. Knight e2 is not possible because of knight takes. Queen d4 is possible. Fg6. Fragmentation of the pawns. Fragmentation. These two are fragmented, which means now check is more dangerous. Which means, actually, I might be winning some material here. I might be winning the h7 pawn. Yes. Queen g5 coming up. Queen h6. Either queen g5. I mean, they're both dangerous, but queen g5 is more central. So king e7, queen g5 keeps it on the center. Queen g5 gives knight d5 as a threat. Queen g5. King f8, queen g7, king g7, knight e8 check. Yeah, there's queen g7 there. Knight e8. We like the way Magnus Carlsen lost to one of the GM's Pantasilla with a knight fork. This works, just checking 100%. Knight e8 is a fork. Pantasilla beat Magnus Carlsen with a sort of queen takes bishop and then a knight fork in the FIDE World Rapid. Alright, I'm going now. Yeah, I know I'm normally longer, but yeah. Okay, thanks for coming, and see you next week. Yeah, thanks for coming. That'd be great. Okay, see you next week, guys. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers then. Go comments, questions, likes, appreciated on YouTube. If you find the YouTube video on both channels, Kingscrusher and Chess24, that'd be great as well. Thanks very much. Cheers then.